Okay, so we just saw as to how the Moore pharmaceutical model was made. The next thing that we are planning to learn here is how to use Monte Carlo simulation in the Moore pharmaceutical model. Okay, so to have the basic idea again, what is Monte Carlo simulation? Is we are basically changing whatever are the fixed values to the randomly generated values. Okay, so here the assumptions are made based on whatever is given in the model. Okay, we are not abruptly taking any value of the average or the mean. We are just taking the values intelligently so that the model that is generated will give me a proper result. So the assumption is made on 5 different values, that is the uncontrollable 5 different variables are considered, and along those lines all of the other calculations are made. Okay, so the very first assumption that is made is the market size is considered to have a normal distribution with a mean of 2 million units and a standard deviation of 400k units. Okay, hence the market size that sits over here is basically a normal distribution with 2 million units as the mean and a standard deviation of 400k units, right? So that's the market size, and that's the exact same value that we see over here, which is the B5. Okay, the next thing that is considered is the research and development cost, which is considered to have a uniform distribution between a value of 600 million and 800 million. So uniform distribution of 600 million and 800 million. Clinical trial with a mean of 150 million and a standard deviation of 30,000k, say 30 million, right? So you see here the clinical trials is log normal distribution with these values. The annual market growth factor is a triangular distribution with a minimum, maximum and the most likely value. So market growth rate is here, a triangular distribution of these values, right? That's the market growth factor, which is here with these values, and the market growth rate is with these values, right? So this is something that is assumed, right? These values are intelligently taken so that when I run the model, I will see some intelligent results, right? So let's try to run the model with the help of this calculator. So you will see that when the market size is this value is what? A normal distribution of 2 million and 400k. Okay, a normal distribution with a mean of 2 million and a standard deviation of 400k. This is what is the value that is randomly generated, and that's how we find out the NPV. If I do a calculation again, I will get a different value of the NPV, and uh, the year at which the company has started making the profit might change, right? So this is how you can do. So when we saw the basic modeling with everything fixed, we found out that until the year 3 it was going into the negative profit, but then from year 4 onwards it started making profit. But here with this specific market size, it made profit only in the 5th year. So this is how you can model the data that you have, okay, with the help of Monte Carlo simulation. So the complete idea behind doing Monte Carlo simulation is to not keep the uncontrollable, the fixed input as fixed. We can make those variable by considering random values.